Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have some great news. At the very least, we have news that seems to be going on the up and up, at least in West Virginia. We all know about the transgender thing and how it's completely ludicrous and how they're trying to devolve the society and ruin our entire country, ruin our entire technically our entire species as a whole. We're gonna go directly into it and kind of show some of the great wins we have here. Federal judge rules West Virginia ban on transgender students competing in female sports is constitutional. Thursday's decision was made in response to a lawsuit by the American Civil Liberties Union and their state chapter. The lawsuit was filed in 2021 on behalf of an 11-year-old child claiming to be transgender. The student had wanted to participate in their middle school cross country in Harrison County, but was not allowed to play against students of the opposite biological sex. West Virginia Governor Jim Justice signed the Save Women's Sports Bill, HB 32/93, into law in April, which required a single-sex participation in interscholastic athletic events. I recognize that being transgender is natural and is not a choice, U.S. District Court Judge Joseph Goodwin wrote in this decision, according to a report here from the Times-Union. But one sex is also natural, and it dictates physical characteristics that are relevant to athletics. The legislature's definition of girl as being based on biological sex is substantially related to the important government interest of providing equal athletic opportunities for females, Goodwin continued. Goodwin, who previously faulted the legislation while the case went to trial, found that it did not violate Title IX. The ACLU had previously collaborated Goodwin's temporary block. We've said all along this cruel legislation would not survive the legal challenge, and we're encouraged by the decision today. ACLU WV legal director Lori Sterrett said in a statement at the time, "We hope trans kids throughout West Virginia who felt attacked and wronged by the passage of this legislation are feeling empowered by today's news." West Virginia Attorney General Patrick Morris has been a fierce defender of women's and girls sports and celebrated the decision. This is not only about simple biology, but fairness for women's sports, plain and simple, the Attorney General said. According to the Times report, opportunities for girls and women on the field are precious and must safeguard that future. Over a dozen states have blocked or restricted biological males from participating in girls' and women's sports. It seems that we're starting to make some headway here. And for you guys that are maybe a little bit confused on this, on what's really going on, because even while reading this, there is a little bit of confusion. Again, pretty much what it's saying is that the ban is for transgender students are not allowed to compete in female sports. That's pretty much what it's saying. So, that being said, biological transgender people cannot compete in these sports, and what there's pretty much also saying as well is that that it is constitutional to not allow them to compete in sports because of the biological sex. So it's a not really a win for the left by any regard. So we're making headway slowly but surely, and we need to keep fighting the fight so that way we can prevent this from happening. Prevent from actual trans kids being able to compete. Now, obviously, I'm going to have some far left people. Oh, well, you're being a transphobe because that's all they can really do or really say and stuff because they have nothing else to back up their claims whatsoever. So let me show you how I can back up my claims, along as well as you always pretty much keep on repeating yourselves over and over again like robots, NPCs that you don't seem to understand. Transphobic, or rather the word phobic or phobia, is having a fear of something, right? So, we do not have fear of trans people. What we have is that we don't want to allow people of the biological sex competing in a sport that where they have a massive disadvantage in. If you have a woman that is a biological female compete in a men's sport, then she is obviously going to lose. She's not going to be able to. It's not going to be fair to her. Vice versa, if you have a man competing in a female sport, it's not going to be fair to the women that are competing against that biological man. He has a huge advantage. This is reality. And of course, you guys are always going to come out and say, like, oh, well, you're being transphobic or whatever. It's absolute ludicrous because that's not the case. You people want to ruin lives. You people want to actively ruin female sports altogether and their careers as a whole, remove their scholarships, and make sure that they never be able to compete or be able to do their sports ever again. That is the reality of what you guys want to do. You don't care as long as it pushes your agenda, and you don't care who gets harmed or damaged in the process. All you care is about your stupid little agenda. And that's all it is. And what we're fighting back is for that agenda to be squashed and maybe go back to some type of normalcy. That's what we want. You people are so dangerous to society. The reason why you say you're dangerous to society is because you're trying to remove things that are biological in nature and can't be fixed, while also ruining people's lives as well. That's just the reality of what you're doing. And I'm so sick and tired of it. The way we can fix these things is by realizing what reality is and moving forward with that reality. Your reality is not ours. You are a very small percentage of people. You are a very rare amount of percentage of people, and you do not make it the vast majority. We do not cater to the minority here. That's what our country intentionally wants to do. Cater to the minority. So, I think this is a good win. I think that we can be able to push forward. So, without further ado, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and take care.